What's up, everybody? Really quickly, I just happened to be looking in my YouTube feeds and I caught that Jasmine Crockett was on Stephen Colbert last night. This was posted about 7 hours ago. And I'm looking at the introduction and I'm like, let me see what stupid things Stephen Colbert does to overshadow this black woman's glory. So I'm sitting up here and Stephen Colbert introduces her, and then the camera pans over to Ryan Reynolds. Now, Jasmine Crockett is sitting right there in the guest seat, so I don't understand why it's not panning over to just her. It goes to Ryan Reynolds, and this really just co-signs that argument when it comes to democratic non-black people, specifically white people who try to attempt to give black people a platform or attention. They always have to overshadow it with another white person, and I see this trend with them more times than I like. And I try not to be nitpicky, but it's like, why can't this woman just be introduced, whether you agree with the woman or not? And like, why can't she just be introduced without having this other guy come in to like mess up her introduction? And this may seem trivial, but this is like, if you see the reoccurring patterns, they do not lie. They always have to have a white person lurking or in the shadows of a black person that they're trying to give flowers to. Let me know what you guys think about this, but I'm just saying, like, Ryan Reynolds worried about your wife and her lawsuits. Man, stop trying to prioritize being in the shadow of the introduction of a black woman that has a little clout right now. That's all I'm saying. These people are just insane. They think it's comedy, but it's just obnoxious. Like, it is very, very obnoxious. Like that whole little thing with Ryan Reynolds. It's like, we could have just not had you there at all. Like, just let Jasmine have her introduction. And again, whether you agree with her politics or not, it's just really just the foundations of the principle. Why are you in the shadows of this woman's introduction? She's the guest, not Ryan Reynolds at all. So let me know what you guys think. But people think that black people are petty. You know, you have some of the white folks, in the media talking about they have black people fatigue because black people are just calling them out on the some of the obvious things. And this is not all white people, but there are a lot of white people running around with just high levels of racism. And for some reason, they're victimized by somebody calling it out. Half of y'all talking about we should be able to say whatever we want to say. Well, then say it. And then just be prepared for the backlash and all of the responses that you get from your fellow Americans that happen to be black that don't rock with your hatred. So, I don't know. This Trump era, guys, I feel like I don't want to necessarily blame it on Donald Trump, but I definitely feel like, we have a resurrected disease in this nation. The racist folks who were dormant and suppressed as they should have been and should always be in any society, they're out to play emboldened with a voice of ignorance. And then they claim that they're God, faith, and family. And again, we know who the devil's children are. We know who the devil's children are. And they're not the people who run around instigating hate, doing obnoxious things to try to suppress their inner racism or none of that stuff. It's the people who are truly treating people the way that they want to be treated and treating people according to the ways of the Bible and the fruitages of the Spirit. Love, joy, peace, kindness, goodness, long suffering, self control, right? Those things, Galatians 5:22 and 23. And again, against these things, there is no law. So, Democrats, I need y'all to operate with a little bit more consciousness. A little bit more consciousness. Stop overshadowing black people's glory with these dorky ass white people. Stop doing it. Stop doing it.